windshield. But the windshield's cracked. But I don't remember smacking it or smashing
So you were
it.
telling us a story, and then I stopped you because I wanted to hear it.
Yeah, I can't remember. What's the story?
You were driving
when
down
this
the road.
happened, you're
Yeah, driving down the road, probably going 50. And it's much the same that I told Uncle Larry. And the roads were good at that point, like dry. But there happens, this is apparently not the first person to wind up in that ditch in the wintertime, right? Anyways, there's just kind of a wind drift.
Yeah.
Got some snow on there.
Mhm.
Temperature goes up, turns into slush.
And then it freezes.
Yeah, Kels hit the slush
Oh,
and lost control.
oh.
Hit the brakes, the wheels lock up. We're not going anywhere except for the ditch.
Right.
And at this point, I say, oh, fudge. Because I'm a good son
Fudge
of the
knockers.
Lord, and I just said fudge. And she says, we're going to be okay. And I'm thinking in my head.
As you're flying through the
Yeah. So we get airborne. And if this was a movie, we would have just cleared it,
Yeah, but you.
But this is real life.
Oh, dude.
So we get airborne, and there's the other side,
And you don't clear it.
and we smash into the wall. And
The wall,
Yeah,
like
the
a
wall.
cement wall?
It was a-
sorry, not a cement wall. We smash into
the bank.
a dirt bank that's like this deep.
So you didn't roll.
No, so our car smashes into
Right.
it.
Abrupt stop.
Airbags deploy.
Right.
The back end flies up, and then it kind of keeps going, but we pivot. So then we do a 180, and when the back end flies up, the dogs fly from the very back into my lap, right? And we do a 180, and the rear wheels land on the upside of the bank, and our front
So you're
tires.
looking down.
Yeah, so we're facing now the direction that we flew from.
Right.
And we weren't in a ditch, and the dogs were okay. And I'm sitting there like, seeing stars, breathing heavy, having a hard
Uh-huh.
time catching my breath.
Yeah.
I look
The
over at
airbag probably
Kelsey.
knocked the wind out of you.
I look over at Kelsey. She says that she's okay. And she's like, oh, I can't breathe. And I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then like 2 seconds later, she's like, what's going on? What happened? And I was like, we got in a car accident. So, to reverse a little bit, we were listening to music on my phone and in my lap, Allentown by Billy Joel, because I was like, what does Billy Joel think of this town that I might be going to? So we're listening to that music, and it plays through the entire accident. We smash, we end. Asking Kelsey if she's okay, and it's still playing. It's still playing somewhere in the car,
But you can't.
but I got
find
two
it.
dogs on top of me, and
Right.
I'm disoriented and
Right.
trying to make sure Kelsey's okay. But then the song ends. Kelsey's phone was in a little holder so that she could look at the Jeep, like a dashboard holder,
mhm.
and it was in pieces on the dash.
Uh-huh.
So can't use her phone. So it was a bear to get the dogs off of me because they'll just kind of fall back down because of how steep, the
Right,
bank is.
Right.
But I kind of got them into the next level, and they're just resting now behind me on the
Probably
seats.
scared.
Oh, they're scared. Yeah, they're scared and whining and tails between their legs. And I'm able to. I go to, but it was hard enough that the center console, the gear shifter,
Uh-huh.
that plastic all came up and was like crumpled,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really survey all the damage. When I couldn't find my phone because I was looking for my phone, I knew it was there. It was functioning enough to play a song.
Right.
I couldn't find it anywhere. So I just go to open the door, and that won't open. So then I push hard, and it creaks open, and like the rim around the door, the plastic just kind of
Right.
is loose and everything. I crawl out. I tell Kelsey, like, I'm going to go get help. I crawl out. First thing I notice, my ankle hurts. Like, I can't put weight on it
Mm-hmm.
if it's on uneven ground. Like, if I'm straight up
Right.
and down on it, it's
Uh-huh.
okay. When we did our 180, we kind of came back closer to the bridge. So we're like almost underneath the bridge. You can't see our car. You drive over the bridge, you're not even going to see our car,
So you got to get out.
So
there.
I got out, and my ankle hurt, and then I went to grab something, and noticed my wrist hurt, and there's a laceration on that. And at this point, I tell Kelsey, like, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go flag a car down. Are you okay? She said, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. So I kind of crawl up there, you know, grabbing the car as like a crutch, and then I just get on my knees and I get up to the road, and there's no one. I'm like, oh great, how long is it gonna take a car to come by? But within like 30 seconds, again blessed, right?
Yeah.
A car's coming. I have my hood up because I'm frozen. You can't see a car. I look like a hillbilly, and I'm limping, trying to like, hey,
the car down.
you know, hey, and they
Goodness.
pass me, right?
They didn't even stop.
No, they slowed down,
Oh.
surveyed the scene and me, and decided this looks kind of sketchy. Maybe I should shave, because then I wouldn't be as sketchy. You know, wear a tie.
Or have blood on your face.
Yeah, and I'm bleeding out my nose too. I had a bloody nose. But they pass me and then they stop, and I go try to limp towards them, and it's taking a bit. And finally, they like kind of reverse and roll the window down, and I'm like, I just got in an accident. Yeah, I'm in the ditch. My wife's in the ditch. The 2 dogs, and it's all the older generation. They all have white hair. They're trying to get their phones out to call 911. They can't really do that well. And they're like, well, how does this? I can't. You know, my phone's in my purse, and that probably explains why they didn't want to stop for me.
Right.
You know, but they ultimately got a phone call out by, I think, just holding and saying, Siri, dial 911. And then they got, you know, first responders on the scene, and they went in and straight to Kelsey first. And then was just kind of waiting, and I called everyone I knew numbers for. Don't have your guys' numbers memorized, so I couldn't call you. No one answers because it's just some stranger's number. The last person I called was my sister, Annie, and she answered the phone, and then she kind of spread the word from there. A couple ambulances arrived. You know, within a half hour, we were headed towards the hospital.